Master 100 Civics Questions for U.S. Citizenship Interview 2025 Checkmark. Part 3 Q21-30 Quick Practice. A quiet mid-morning at the library. Sunlight on the long table, soft footsteps, and the occasional whisper between study partners.
Morning, Mark. Ready for our next speaking round here among the stacks?
Morning, Anne. I'm feeling focused. Let's get started.
Question 21. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? A. Thomas Jefferson. B. George Washington. C. James Madison.
I'll go with A. Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Thomas Jefferson. He drafted the Declaration in 1776, capturing the colony's case for independence and listing grievances against the British Crown. George Washington B. served as commander of the Continental Army and later became the first president, but he did not author the Declaration. James Madison C. is most closely associated with the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, not the Declaration. Question 22. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? A. The governor. B. Depends on where you live. C. The Speaker of the House.
I'll go with B. Depends on where you live.
Correct. Depends on where you live is right because each state elects 2 U.S. senators, and the names vary by state and can change over time. In the real interview, you must say the current name from your own state. A is wrong because a governor leads the state executive branch, not the U.S. Senate. C is wrong because the Speaker leads the U.S. House of Representatives, not the Senate. Question 23. What is an amendment? A. A decision by the Supreme Court. B. A proposal from the President. C. A change to the Constitution.
I'll go with C. A change to the Constitution.
Correct. A change to the Constitution. An amendment modifies or adds to the Constitution through a formal process involving Congress and the states. A decision by the Supreme Court, A, interprets the Constitution and laws, but does not alter the Constitution's text. A proposal from the President, B, can influence policy, yet it is not itself a constitutional amendment. Question 24. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? A. Isolationism. B. Imperialism. C. Communism.
I'll go with C. Communism.
Correct. Communism. U.S. strategy centered on containment, opposing the spread of communist governments and influence around the world. Isolationism, A, describes avoiding foreign entanglements and does not reflect the active global stance the U.S. took during the Cold War. Imperialism, B, involves acquiring colonies, which was not the chief U.S. concern in that period. Question 25. In what month do we vote for president? A. October. B. November. C. January.
I'll go with B. November.
Correct. November. Federal general elections occur on the Tuesday after the first Monday in November by law. October A falls within the campaign period but is not when the general election is held. January C is associated with the start of the presidential term and inauguration, not the voting month. Question 26. Name one right only for United States citizens. A. Freedom of speech. B. To get a driver's license. C. To vote in a federal election.
I'll go with C. To vote in a federal election.
Correct. To vote in a federal election. Only U.S. citizens may vote for federal offices, such as president and members of Congress. Freedom of speech, A, is a constitutional protection that applies to everyone in the United States, not only citizens. Getting a driver's license, B, is a state privilege and in many states is available to certain non-citizens who qualify. Question 27. When was the Constitution written? A. 1787. B. 1776. C. 1791.
I'll go with A. 1787.
Correct. 1787. Delegates met in Philadelphia to replace the Articles of Confederation with a stronger national framework that became our Constitution. The year 1776 marks the Declaration of Independence, not the Constitution's drafting. The year 1791 is when the Bill of Rights was ratified, not when the Constitution was written. Question 28. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? A. Wrote the Declaration of Independence. B. Led U.S. forces in World War I. C. Freed the slaves.
I'll go with C. Freed the slaves.
Correct. Freed the slaves. Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 and championed the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery in the United States. He did not write the Declaration of Independence. A. That was Thomas Jefferson. He did not lead U.S. forces in World War I. B. That conflict occurred decades after Lincoln's presidency. Question 29. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? A. Because they have more land. B. Because they have more people. C. Because they joined the Union earlier.
I'll go with B. Because they have more people.
Correct. Because they have more people. House seats are apportioned based on population, so more populous states receive more representation. Land area A does not determine the number of representatives. The order of statehood, C, also does not affect representation. The census-based population count does. Question 30. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? A. U.S. diplomat. B. Second President of the United States. C. Author of the Bill of Rights.
I'll go with A. U.S. diplomat.
Correct. U.S. diplomat. Franklin secured vital French support during the Revolutionary War and helped negotiate the Treaty of Paris. He was not the second president. B. John Adams was. He was not the author of the Bill of Rights. C. James Madison is credited with drafting those amendments. Excellent pacing and clear reasoning, Mark. You kept your answers crisp and your explanations precise. Great work. Want to involve family this week to reinforce Part 3?
Yes, give me a simple plan.
Night 1. Ask a relative to read A, B, C while you answer aloud.
I'll focus on steady eye contact and clear volume.
Night 2. Do a 5-question lightning round after dinner.
We'll time each response to 30 seconds.
Night 3. Create a shared flashcard deck and let friends add tricky items.
I'll review new cards with voice notes on my phone.
Night 4. Rotate a mock officer role for a mini interview.
My cousin will ask follow-ups like why to test depth.
Night 5. Record one practice session and replay it together.
We'll note filler words and fix pacing.
Ask a family member to keep a simple score sheet, accuracy and confidence.
Data helps. I'll track improvement week to week.
Turn study into a game. Stickers for each perfect explanation.
Small rewards keep motivation high.
Have kids draw quick sketches of key facts, like Franklin as a diplomat.
Visuals will make facts stick.
End each session with one teach back where you explain a question to them.
Teaching it back will lock in memory.
Before the test, practice a calm opening sentence together.
Thanks. This plan is supportive and doable.